Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki. I've been a practicing witch for 15 years, and this channel is going to be about witchcraft. This will be about what I currently practice, what my practice is, and my practice 100% will not look like your practice. Sorry, a truck. But my practice will not look like your practice. And that is perfectly okay. Witchcraft is not a cookie cutter cutout of what it's supposed to look like and what it's supposed to be. So, for example, I do identify as pagan. So, I do incorporate paganism into my witchcraft. So, today, we're going to start with where to start. So, you're thinking about doing witchcraft, but you don't know where to start. Because there's a million people out there that are like, you need to do it this way, or you need to do it that way, or this is what it's supposed to look like, and that is just simply not the case. So we're going to talk about where to start. So first, you need to have some kind of, what do you want to get out of your practice? Do you just want to practice witchcraft? Did you want to incorporate your religious views into witchcraft? And that would go into deity work, honestly. That's mostly what that's going to be. It's going to be deity work. So, for example, if you're a Christian, yes, you can be Christian and be a witch. Then you would most likely do offerings to the Archangel Michael. You would do offerings to Gabriel. You would do offerings to God Himself. So that's where the religious aspect's really going to come into your witchcraft practice. Then you will also figure out, like, are you Christian? Are you pagan? Are you Wiccan? Are you atheist? You really have to figure these things out. Now, at first, if you're not 100% sure, you can easily just practice witchcraft and just do traditional witchcraft. Witchcraft is manipulating energies. That is more than okay to do and start out with if you're not 100% sure about your path as far as like religion or lack thereof. Once you have all that figured out, though, whether you just want to do witchcraft and do traditional witchcraft with no religion based anything, or if you figure it out, yes, you do want to incorporate, your religion, you would also figure out what type of witch you want to be. So, for example, there is being a green witch, a kitchen witch, eclectic, a divination witch. I personally am eclectic. I'm an eclectic witch. So that means I dabble in a little bit of everything. So, for example, I'm out in the park today. I got my tarot cards. I have crystals in my purse. I work with pendulums and runes and just different things. I also do kitchen witchery and green witchery as well. So I'm not just one thing. I'm a little bit of everything. Essentially, I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. And that is okay. That is okay if you want to do that. I'm actually looking into astrology as well. So you will find out what kind of witch you are. At that point, whatever you decided, and don't get me wrong, once you've decided this, to start it, say a month or two in, or 3 months, or 6 months, or 5 years, who knows, and it doesn't resonate with you anymore, because people change. We're always changing. We're always evolving. That is okay. You can try something else and see if that resonates with you. If that doesn't work for you, you can pick something else. You can try that. See if that resonates with you. And if it doesn't, you can keep on going. Like, there's no rules as far as saying, like, hey, you picked this at the start. This is what you're just going to have to be for the rest of your life. Absolutely not. So, I really think that's actually how, like, eclectic witches are made, though, because I started off, like, just divination. And it didn't really click, it didn't really resonate, which later on I will, like, do a video about how easy it actually is to read tarot. But it didn't click, it didn't resonate, and then I went into kitchen witchery, and then I was like, oh, this is cool, and then I was like, not really, and then I just kept going. And now I dabble in a little bit of everything, and I actually think that's how eclectic witches are made, essentially. And that is okay. You can be whatever witch you want to be, and you can change it as often as you like. The more you grow, the more things will change. Your practice will change with who you are and who you're going to be. But once you have all of this figured out, sorry, we did a side quest. Once you have all of that figured out, research, get good books. I'm telling you, good books will, they're like, that's where you need to start. Good books will make or break your practice because there's a lot of misinformation out there. I recently went down a rabbit hole, and apparently ChatGPT is actually starting to write books as well, which is just literally taking stuff off the internet, and the internet is just full of misinformation. There's a lot of shit information out there. So just be careful. Do your research, read your reviews. For example, I followed Witchfoot for a very long time. Rest in peace. She had a book that I do have, and she mostly taught traditional witchcraft. So, like, her New Moon Magda official, she's no New Moon Magic official. Sorry. I followed her. She has some good material and content. Find content creators that you trust. Find content creators that you trust that have books or that have recommended books. Like the very successful witches out there, follow them. Hell, I've gotten a reading from Magda from New Moon Magic official like several times, and I love her. She's always spot on. She's no bullshit. But she has recommended books, and I have gotten those books, and it has done wonders for me. And even though I've been practicing for 15 years, time means absolutely nothing. You never know everything. You never know everything. You're constantly learning. And I think that's what has gotten me to stay in witchcraft for so long, is that I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly evolving. There's always something new to learn. And it's amazing. I've met a lot of awesome people through witchcraft, and I've also met a lot of shitty people through witchcraft as well. And that just comes with the territory. You're going to have the shitty people, and you're going to have the really awesome people. But follow content creators that you know and you trust, because you get to know your content creators. And honestly, some of the most valuable information I've learned has been through content creators or my own intuition. I'm telling you, good books will make or break your practice. So just make sure they're reputable authors that know what the hell they're talking about when it comes to the subject matter, and go from there. Do the practices in the books. There's some books that have spell work in them. Do the spell work. See if it works. See if it doesn't. See what the jazz is about. The only thing I do want to encourage every single one of you to do is to not only find your path and do it not like it's work. You don't want this to be work. Make it fun. You never want something like this to become work, because then that's when you'll fail. But for example, if there's a spell that you're working on and it's from a book and there's a spell in there, like a verbal chant, try to come up with one of your own. Because in my experience, the spells, well, the chants that I do from me always work better because it's tailored to me. So that's where you would start. Find out what kind of witch you are. Find out if you want to incorporate your religion or if you even have a religion. And then research, read content creators, follow them if they are like their views align with you. And it is 110% okay if you ever feel like you need to change your path. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping in and me talking to you about something that I'm very passionate about. I will be posting once or twice a week. If they're kind of on the shorter side, more than likely 2 times. If they're on the longer side, more than likely 1 time. So if this is something that you're interested in, then subscribe. It's free. Like and comment down below. I want to meet all of you. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to my TED Talk and coming to my channel. Have a wonderful day.